ihe nabatara ya ma ndị achọghị igwe onwe ha eziokwu kwara eziokwu ahụ n'ebe ọtụtụ aghọtaghị okwu amaala nsogbu mmadụ si mmadụ n'aka ma o siri gị n'aka otu nne maọbụ nna enyi maọbụ nwanne maọbụ ndị na-achị anyị ihe ọ bụla na-eme mmadụ si mmadụ n'aka n'ihi na Jehova ezubere anyị ahụhụ ma ọlị. Taa anyị na-agakwa n'iru n'ịgwa ndị be anyị eziokwu a nke ga-eme ka anyị pụọ n'oge agba nke abụọ ya. Anyị enyochawo wee chọpụtakwa na nke bụkwa eziokwu bụ na anyị ma ihe anyị na-eme n'otu n'otu. Anyị ma ihe anyị na-eme marakwa ihe na-eme anyị. Onye ohi mana ya na-ezu ohi, onye na-akwa iko mana enwere iwu nke isii, ọkpasị mana ya na-egbu mmadụ, eche ka ekwensu mana ya bụ nke Chineke. Ịma ihe ị na-eme. Emeka nwanne m sị ọ na-eme na mgbe ahụ pụrụ nwere bụ naanị ndị ọsịsa anyị na-akpanwụcha mmanya na ọ ga-achị ihe oriri. Taa anyị amarawo na ọ ka mma ịrụ faktrị garị karịa nke toothpick na-adịghị nche anụ aka. Ebire mmanụ anyị n'ohi butete chance. Mgbe anyị were chọpụtati n'ala, unu amaghị na unu na-eri ego ụmụ unu na ụmụ anyị ha ga-eri n'ọdịnihu. Mgbe ị buru keeki dịrị ndị ojii na-ebufere ndị ọcha, ịma ihe ị na-eme. Onye tụrụ ogwu n'agala ihe ofe chọrọ ịkpọ ụmụ ya ọnụ agụụ. Unu che na pọmpụ anyị ga na-agba kwa ụbọchị ma ọ bụrụ na ndị okwu mmiri dị n'aka nyochara tanka na-erere ha mmiri n'otu n'otu. Onye bi ya kpọọ gọọmenti, onye bụ gọọmenti. Iwe ebe anyị na-abara ndị nọ n'ọchịchị, ọ dị ka anyị rigoro anyị mekarịa ha. Ọ dị egwu. Ihe iji amụ ihe agba nke eme ma sị na o nwere okwu. Were okwu tinye na nke, o mee ka ndị na-okwu okwu ọnụ. Onye uru ahịa ahụ resịrị m ihe sọrọ ya kwa ya mmanụ ụgbọala njerukwa injin ọ bụ gọọmenti. Ọ ma ahụhụ o tinyere n'ime ya, ihe mmadụ na-eme ibe ya. Ọ makwa ihe ọ na-eme. Ọtụtụ filling station mana ihe a na-eresi anyị n'ala bụ chizọba, ọ bụghị fuel. Ha makwa ihe a na-eme. Ihe niile imite sọ mmiri ka m aṅụbeghị. Ịṅụ ọgwụ afọ ọrụrụ n'isi ahụrụ anyị, anyị na-ebusisi onwe anyị n'ọnọdụ ịchụ ego. Ịma mmadụ ole na-anwụ n'ala kwa ụbọchị n'ihi imite. Iresi mmanụ imite ma eresighị nne imite, afọ asaa gị ịmara ma ọ ga-adị gị mma. Wickedness. Onye mechiri ụzọ mebie eki nke ihe o wepụtara ka ọ na-ewere. Onye sịrị na ya amaghị ihe anyị na-eme. Ịma ihe ị na-eme. Onye nchechi akpa akwụkwọ m ebe ọ na-eche nche. Ịma ihe ị na-eme. Pastọ hapụrụ okwukwe na ọrụ, nchegharị pụọ na mmehie ọ ga-akọrọ ụmụnna kọwa akụkọ chọọchị. Ọ ma ihe ọ na-eme. Ọkwa ndị oziọma chọọchị. Nna, ị sịrị igwe onye amụma, i wee na-ahụ naanị ọnwụ, anaghị esi gị ndụ. Ị na-ahụ sọ ọchịchị, ị naghị ahụ ihe.
God bless you for coming once again to Biafra TV, Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. I am your service servant, Evangelist Inimakalo. I am greeting you. Good evening from my base. It is 7 minutes after 6 p.m. and today, being Monday, the first day of this month of May 2023, I want to talk about the part 23 of the topic as appeared on the screen. That is war against indiscipline and corruption in IPOB. War against IPOB's internal indiscipline and corruption. It is all about the indiscipline and corruption going on right inside IPOB and how to curb the corruption and indiscipline. So that is what this topic is all about. It is a topic that I've been doing long ago, but for some time, for over months, I have not touched this area, but it is necessary, and based on the source of my information, the video that I want to use for this program, and this video is streamed by Prince Darlington, and he made lots of good points and also lots of bad points in the video. So while I'll be streaming, I will be stopping at times to analyze. I will be buttressing on his points. I'll be pinpointing out the good points Darlington have made in those videos, buttressing on them and how it should help the IPOB structure to progress. And I will also be pointing out the wrong points from Prince Darlington. I will still analyze on them, then telling us the negative reflection it will have in the IPOB structure and in the Biafra struggle. So may God bless you. And this video from where I'll be streaming was streamed on the 28th of April. Darlington streamed the video on the 28th of April, which is about 4 days ago. Okay, 3 days ago. Yes, that's correct. Look at the video. My message, which is his message to MNK, D.O.S, and IPOB Biafrans worldwide as it is hot. And according to him, let me see the subheading. I want to see the subheading of the video. Yes, these are the subheadings of the video. So we have entered into the most dangerous stage of this movement. After this stage, Biafra will come. Therefore, listen and learn. When MNK is out of DSS dungeon, no IPOB member should be allowed to visit him. All IPOB members should take their reports stroke cases to the office of the D.O.S. You get why, and I will explain it today. So these are the subheadings. Now I'll be playing the video.
If man inherits these difficulties,
and I'll be playing the video from, no, I have to take it back. Taking it back from its 54th minute, 30 seconds. Okay, here we go.
Listen. And this is not an internal message. This message is for public consumption. Therefore, those of you that are saying, hey, this kind of message is good, but you should have passed it to them, and send it inbox. No, I'm saying it so that coordinators will listen and learn. There's supposed to be seminar going on. People, dedicated coordinators, teaching them what coordinatorship means. That you are a coordinator does not mean that you are a president or you are a governor in Biafra land. No Biafra come. No. You are coordinating the people that are fighting to make Biafra to be restored. When Biafra come, your office as a coordinator died a natural death. If you are qualified to occupy any office, the people of Biafra will vote you. If you are qualified, you will have the post. But some people, some coordinators in their brain have it that they are coordinators now. That's why they are giving themselves poison. One hand are conscious. I'm saying it. Coordinators, the new one hand. Some are doing it because they want to be famous. Some are doing it because they want to be collecting money. Some are doing it because they think they will Biafra come, they will be minister of this, minister of that. They will have positions in Biafra land. But that is not the truth. The truth is that once Biafra come, as a matter of fact, me, I need to rest. I gave my 12 years in this struggle. My 12 years of no money making, no business. I gave it to this struggle. 12 solid years. Oh, young in this struggle. So I will not jettison money making, fighting for the restoration of a nation, and after that, I will have a replica of the people that I left from where I was forcibly put in, joined together with animals. I will have a replica in the new country that I have risked everything I have from. So, Directorate of State of Indigenous People of Biafra office should be made to know to everybody, every Dick and Harry, that is the highest office. Christmas in Nanaka is part and parcel of. By the time we lift this office of Directorate of State to the height where it's supposed to be, by the time we exalted this office of Directorate of State to where it's supposed to be, believe you me, people will begin to respect Master Chikedozium. People will begin to respect every member of the Directorate of State. The reason why some people are still insulting Master Chikedozium is because they are looking down on the office, because they have free access to Master Namdekanu. When he was outside, I have brought so many ideas that was thrown away in this struggle. So many of them. But at the end of the day, as it play, that's why it show. It is here. If you don't like what I'm doing, it doesn't matter. If you hate me, it doesn't matter. But if for that truth, that is your point, Mazen Namdekanu will be as scarce as uranium when he comes out this time around. Mazen Namdekanu should be as scarce as Californium. Gold is, you can get gold easily. He should be as scarce as diamond. He will come out and speak. The word will hear him. Everybody will obey and follow the instruction. But if for that office that have managed this movement in the absence of Mazen Namdekanu, going to 2 years, believe you me, if we don't exalt this office, put it where it's supposed to be, the animals will still be attacking them, calling them names. And there will come a time when if you talk against the Directorate of State, just you said God punish the Directorate of State. In that country, no. Coordinator of that country, we are fighting for our nation. We are back. Maybe a court. In America, example, you are in Atlanta, Georgia. You come out to insult Mazen Namdekanu or insult directly. Let me not talk about Mazen Namdekanu because Mazen Namdekanu is happening now in Biafra land. In Noraba, Noronich, anywhere, just speak against Mazen. Or some from back inside any bus or any bus stop wherever you are. Gone are the days when they insult Mazen Namdekanu go scot free. Now you know they happen. Now it is this office that have taken us to where we are that should be lifted to where it's supposed to be. And you and I, that is watching this program, will support to do that, to make that come to fruition. Yes. By doing so, you will see respect. You will see orderliness. You will see command and control working. They are insulting Chikedozium. Chikedozium is this. Any country in on here, Mobu Finland, Mobu England, Mobu Denmark, any woman in on here, by the time this office of Directorate of State is set the way it's supposed to be, because me, I'm not seeing Directorate of State in that height where it's supposed to be by now. I will not lie to you. I won't lie. I respect the office, but on with a height, I'm not here. Who the next over here? In Moroccan land, when look at the way, put away, see God punish D.O.S. When I get in here, the street of Finland, and I couldn't body. By then, you people will know how mad we are about our freedom. Upon a year video, now was Sunday, Allah, Hagama, how mad we are. Example, look at the Muslim, the Islamic Brotherhood. Upon this, listen, I'm not going to come. This man come out in the street of Daura, come out in the street of Sokoto, Kano, and open your mouth and say, God punish Muhammad. Muhammad, I am not know. We don't know him. Even the people that are fighting for him doesn't know him. Open your mouth and insult Muhammad. By the time IPOB have developed this kind of mindset to protect that our leadership, believe you me, people will begin to be afraid to come and fight against the only office that is taking us to the right direction. The office that people have died because of. The reason why I'm saying this is because some of you that are watching this program do not understand what Mazishike Doziem is going through as the leadership, as the leader of D.O.S. Some of you do not know. If you know, you will understand that these guys are walking on the ground. Instead of people to support them, instead of people to lift them, instead of people to praise them. So, instead of supporting them, they are talking down on them, insulting them. Talking down on them, insulting them, saying, lying against them, coming out and be talking rubbish. That is why I told their friends that, listen, IPOB in Finland doesn't have men. What they have there is women, from A to Z of them. I'm sorry if you don't understand it. IPOB in Finland has women from A to Z of them. And I will say it again. When I open my line, let any IPOB member from Finland call on this platform to tell me what I said is not true. Who born you to talk about against Muhammad? Who born you? Speak against Muhammad. They deal with you. We don't know Muhammad, but they believe he's their savior. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is our own savior. And some of you fools are insulting him. And some people will see those that are insulting Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will look another way. Okay, they look. So the stage I am talking about right now is at hand. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will not be made available to all of you fools that used to go to him to gossip, that used to go to him to do a more. Mazi will give you instruction. You come to his house, he will give you instruction what to do, what not to do. You go out to do another thing. But why must everybody see this man? Those that you are privileged to have snapped picture with this man, a day is coming where those pictures will enlarge it. And you will cherish those pictures a lot. Because you can't have Nnamdi Kanu. You don't go see him. We are going to protect him. We are going to adorn him. We are going to, you see, we are going to put Mazen Nnamdi Kanu the way that, like, the next generation that will come, when they hear how we take Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they will ask, is he the savior about? And the answer will be yes. He is the savior because we placed him where he belongs. When they forget about the shortcoming of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I care not, and the IPOB care not. Everybody has a shortcoming. Whatever decision you think he made that you doesn't like. Example, this woman from America that caused a lot of problem, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave trust and gave positions that want to hijack the IPOB movement. It's because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is pure. It's because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can be trusted. That is why he was able to trust those that betrayed him. Are you listening to me? It is only a man that cannot be trusted that will be difficult to be betrayed, because you cannot trust him, so he cannot trust you, so he can't even trust you to betray him. But once you are pure at heart, once you don't lie, once you say the truth the way it is, that person believes that, I believe that anything you are telling me, the way my heart is also how your heart is, and on the process, you will deceive me. That was exactly what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So it is now that we are going to set the office of Director of State and make it what we want it to be. Director of State, we are going to help you guys, IPOB worldwide. But you guys are going to help us too by setting up guys that will first and foremost find out all the coordinators that are working under your leadership. Their homes. We should have all the, so that once you mess up or you have the effronteries to keep IPOB material, Chineke na bile n'igwe ụzọ anyị esi eme ife ka nkụ. Today is 28, if I'm not mistaken, I think 28, yes. 28 of April 2023. The month will finish in 2 days. IPOB leadership, please go and gather all this information. Let it be one of the first things that you're going to present to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when it comes out. Establish this fact that every IPOB coordinator, be to the last, or in fact not only coordinator, all the principal officers, that you have every of their information intact. Let us create a dossier. Let's create an archive of those that are working in this movement. By the time you have all this information, some of them will be afraid to betray the struggle. Some of them will be afraid because these people, for the fact that you are serving this movement, you must know that you are not serving this movement just for your own personal interest. There are family members where you came from that are also going to benefit from it. So when you want to use because of your selfish interest to betray the struggle, those your family members will also bear the brunt. Yes, of course, that is how it is supposed to be, because this is your freedom fighting. IPOB leadership should stand up right now and gather the vital information of every coordinator. Put it in a computer system database. Let's know who you are. It's because we don't have that kind of structure, that kind of order in our structure. That is why somebody in Suriname will be sacked by IPOB leadership. The person will still be posing as the coordinator and even holding the properties that belong to the movement. All in the name that nothing will happen to him. Maybe he came in with fake name or fake address or fake information. He may tell you that he's from Okija. Maybe he may tell you he's from Ihiala. Why he's from Okija? And when you talk about you are coming from Ihiala, people from Okija claim Ihiala. People from Yuseke claim Ihiala. People from what do you call it? People from what do you call them? What is the name of this neighboring community that are under Ihiala local government? All of them claim Ihiala. Ngosi them, they claim Ihiala. answer them. But there is a community called Ihiala. There is a village called Ihiala. So when somebody say I'm from Ihiala, then information should go straight to go and find out if he's from Okija in Ihiala local government or Ihiala in Ihiala local government. These are the things that need to be done. If all these things is not put in place, IPOB, we should still be expecting those people mesmerizing with the brain of the leadership. We still see people that will still be playing with the blood of innocent people that have died for this struggle. How can the leadership of IPOB in the director of the state come out and speak? He said something, and you say you cannot do it. You are sacked. He said, return the property of IPOB. You say you will not. Who are you? Your information will be pushed out there. If I believe it's well, I'm a man and a partner who will make the village will be decorated everywhere. If I believe for you, well, we will help to make you popular. And in that country where you are, I will never pay over gas. One day, this struggle have entered into yet another dangerous stage. So if your hand is not clean, if your conscience is not clean, if they tell you come and be IPOB coordinator, you say no, I'm not interested. Yes, that is where you will be able to find out that 100 men that Mazinanakane is asking for. That 100 men Mazinanakane is looking for will be found out when they are being asked for all the information. And if you give us fake information, when we do the background check and find out that you gave us fake information, your name will be announced, you'll be fired. If you remember, I am not a member of the Directorate of State.
Okay, so far I have played the video. First of all, say there should be seminars for the principal officers. This is the first point, and that is good. There should be seminars for the principal officers in IPOB. Very, very good, because the majority of the IPOB members are not well oriented about leadership, about coordination, about the purpose, about purposes. Why are they coordinators? Why IPOB? What is our focus? What is our purpose? Where is our limits? How should we operate? How can we manage the struggle within ourselves without we sabotaging the struggle from inside? What are we looking for? What should the members of the IPOB be interested in while functioning? And what should the members of IPOB not be interested in? And who is a saboteur? Who is not a saboteur? What can anyone do for us to identify the person as a saboteur? Because as I speak, many of the IPOB principal officers are saboteurs right inside of the IPOB. They are saboteurs in the sense that their activities, their personal interests are sabotaging to the real purpose of the Biafra struggle. So many of them do not even know the right thing they should do, the way to follow and the way not to follow. So many of them are ignoramus. So as a result, they do what they choose to do. That is, doing what they believe to be the right thing to do, rather than them really knowing the right thing to do and do the right thing. They just choose on what to do and begin to do it. I mean, when they do not have any interest, any selfish interest regarding their actions, while at times many people put their selfish interest as their priority in the Biafra struggle. So all those things are sabotaging, whether by ignorance or by consciousness. They are sabotaging the Biafra movement, the Biafra movement, which is being executed by us, the IPOB members. So without them, some of them knowing, some of them not knowing about it, but they are sabotaging the system. So they have to be reoriented, and that is the purpose of the seminar. So it is very, very important. Starting these seminars from the principal officers first, then it has to go viral to all of the IPOB members, including many other Biafrans. The aspect of the seminars we have to give to our people for them to understand more and more about governance and how they can manage governance system, and how they should also be disciplined and genuinely obedient followers, citizens. So it is very, very important. The second point he had made is being a principal officer is not a criteria to being a part of Biafran government. Yes, that is good. That is good. Some people have concluded that for the fact they are principal officers in IPOB regarding the fight to restoring Biafra sovereignty, that should be a criteria for them to be a part of the Biafran government. But that is not true. It is a misconception. So as a result, Darlington make it known that even some of the IPOB coordinators kill each other, poison each other to death, because they believe that those they kill are their rivals to taking over or to be their substitute in the position they are aiming at, or in the positions they occupy at the moment, with that misconception of them hoping that Biafra will soon be restored. And for that reason, they should not have those people around them to rival them in occupying any position they believe to be their position in the Biafra government. But freedom fight is one thing, different. It is a different kind of governance, while political governance is a different kind of governance altogether. So in the Biafra and the political governance, there should be qualification degrees, that is degrees, academic degrees, academic or vocational degrees in the government. If we are to practice, let me say, democracy or any of the opinionism type of governance, then it should be based on knowledge, insight to employ leaders. Then if it is a technocrat government, a technocracy, then appointing people into government should be based on their technological or scientific skills. So whosoever that do not have the qualification to be part of the government should not be the part of the government, including myself, if I am not qualified when that comes. However, there should be compensation to everyone who have participated, and most especially who have participated or who is participating genuinely in this Biafra struggle. There should be recompensation. So that recompensation should be the general hope of everybody participating in the Biafra struggle and not really being the part of the government, I say including myself. Because what we need is excellence, and those who can manage affairs well, then we hold them accountable. These are the things we really need. Then the third point, people will begin respecting Chike Edoziem when the office of the DOS is elevated. People will begin to respect Mazi Chike Edoziem when the office of the DOS is elevated. This is a sentimental, it is a sentimental point. This point is sentimental. You know, it is not about elevating the office of the DOS. If you like, elevate it and hang it on the sky. That is not a guarantee for them to be respected. I'm being honest with you. You know, this platform is about excellent knowledge, excellent analysis, for excellent comprehension, and for excellent progress. So that is the reason it is the treasure of excellent knowledge. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, try to do so. It is very, very important. So I want to debunk that ideology of elevating the office of the DOS will make people begin to respect Mazi Chike Edoziem. That is not true. Mazi Chike Edoziem can be respected now and with genuine reason. That can only be possible. That can only be possible when Mazi Chike Edoziem has no skeleton in his cupboard, and when Mazi Chike Edoziem is not compromised in any form. Even if he is not compromised and a man of integrity, people will respect him, and there are those, no matter how good anyone may be, they will not respect that person. So this is one truth Darlington must know. It is not about elevating that office. It is about personality. Who is Mazi Chike Edoziem? Who is he? Who is he? What is his personality, his character, his real character? So many people are still suspicious of Chike Edoziem. Like for me, if you ask me who is Chike Edoziem, I cannot defend him 100% to be a good person. Also, I cannot condemn him totally to be a bad person because I do not have evidences for the both. But Darlington is speaking confidently as if he has every evidence. Even if he does, Chike Edoziem has to convince people, convince the people. Real respect is earned. But the problem is we have as Africans is we still have the mentality, and this is one of the things we are fighting against. Some of the IPOB members, the majority even, still have the mentality of getting respect by force from people. No, that is not the right way to earning respect. Earning respect forcibly is not the right way, but you will earn the real respect. People earn the real respect by being real and consistent. Even those who disrespect him will later come to realize that this man that they have been disrespecting had been a good man. Even some will turn to apologize. Some will not come to apologize out of pride and shame, but they will recognize that he is really a good man, and their mouth will be shut up. So, but when Chike has some compromises in his activities, you can't just be fighting for him so that people will respect him. It makes no sense. It makes no reason, and it is not a way forward. Remember, I have the divine mandate of building IPOB, and this is part of the assignment I am doing. So I am building your idea, resetting your brain for you to be reasoning better and excellently rather than reasoning mediocrely. So the fourth point, MNK should be so scarce to people when he comes out from the DSS dungeon. IPOB will make him so scarce to many people, and most especially to the maneuverers, those who maneuver, who have free access to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, using it as an advantage to maneuver, then destroy things in and outside of IPOB against our movement. Yes, this is a good idea. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be scarce to them, and it is about damage control, because these are the things that should have been done, but IPOB failed to do that until now. And Darlington is talking about it because finally Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had been betrayed. Perhaps he had brought such an idea previously and nobody listened to him. There is the possibility. So on this account, I will blame it the more on the IPOB, who gave free access to some people to get to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while we have the office of the D.O.S functioning. So that is a means of breaking protocols. So it is jumping offices. And also, I will share the blame and give some to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who allowed people to be having free access to him without going through the members of the DOS. You know, this truth now will make many people annoyed. It will annoy many people. Many people will get provoked at this statement. But that is what makes me who I am. And that is what makes this platform the treasury of excellent knowledge. This is where you will know the excellent things you should know that you cannot find in any other platform regarding this Biafra struggle, and regarding some other things I present to the world from this wonderful platform. I will apportion the blame and give a part of the blame to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows that this is a means of violating protocols, and he permitted it to be so. So why you be blaming out people who betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also be blaming the IPOB who allow those people to infiltrate. But I'm not saying that the betrayer should go free, because now no particular individual had been identified properly as the betrayer, or maybe few people having been properly identified and with confirmation. There is no confirmative evidences about those who have betrayed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I mean, from among the IPOB members. I'm not talking about the outsiders, but we know that there are IPOB members that are involved in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's betrayal. So these are the things. So we are just going back to the causes or to the sources of the problems. This is one of the sources of the problems. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also permitted the system of allowing some individuals to have a direct access to him without going through the members of the DOS. So it is wrong. I'm saying all this for us. I'm just saying it generally. Because anywhere in any organization or in any country, community, or government or whatever, where the leader is above correction, you know that the followers are under slavery. And we are not practicing slavery system of governance. We are practicing liberation system of governance. And that is the reason when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes wrong, it is important we identify his wrongdoing and point at it. It is not for us to go and begin to insult him. It is for him to amend, to retrace his steps from some things, from some inappropriate things he had been doing, for him to stop and change. So that it is very, very important. The fifth, a time will come when those insulting DOS and MNK should be beaten or injured. It is another misconception. It is another misconception that a time will come when those who insult Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the members of the DOS will be beaten or injured. It's another misconception. First of all, we have to know why. We have to know why those people insult Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the members of the DOS, to know whether these people deliberately insult them without any reason, or maybe the members of the DOS or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is wrong for the people to insult them. Okay, let us take, for example, we as the members of the indigenous people of Biafra, we insult the Igbo politicians, the Biafra politicians, the corrupt leaders from Igbo land and the entirety of Biafra. We insult the Nigerian government. We really insult them. And that's true. And we have reasons for that. We have reasons for that. But I'm not saying that the DOS are the same with the Nigerian government, and I'm not drawing a conclusion. But I am trying to break. I am trying to break the stronghold of Darlington's sentimentality and the nepotism. Before you say nobody should insult Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the members of the DOS, you first of all say that the members of the DOS should be doing what they are supposed to do. Then when people insult them, will know that those people deliberately, without any reason, insult them. And these are the people that should be held responsible. But I'm not concluding that they should be beaten or injured, but they must be held accountable for their insult, unreasonable insult. But on the contrary, if they insult the DOS and it happened that the DOS are doing things wrong and they do not want to be changed, the same DOS should be held accountable. And if those insulting them should be beaten, the same DOS also should be beaten. And if you do not do so, it means you are setting a tyrannical government. But if there is another medium of punishment or discipline that should be meted on those who insult the members of the DOS unreasonably, when the DOS go wrong or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes wrong, there should also be discipline. There should also be discipline. Nobody, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, should not be above the law. The members of the DOS should not be above the law, because that is the Nigerian system we are talking against, and we should not be condoning what we condemn against others. It is hypocrisy, it is evil, it is nepotism, it is sentimentality. And anyone who does that is someone who is strategically seeking favor, unreasonable favor. No. If beating or injuring them is the concluded punishment, it must be with proof, with reasons that these people insult the DOS and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without any genuine reason. And the same punishment should be meted on the members of the DOS who do wrong and do not want to change. So that is the real thing to let Biafrans know, and not otherwise. Then the sixth point, orderliness will be achieved when these are done. No, according to Darlington, orderliness can only be achieved. Orderliness can only be achieved when justice and equity, are achieved in IPOB. Orderliness can never be achieved with tyranny. It can never be achieved with sentiment, with hypocrisy, with nepotism. And that is the reason orderliness can never be achieved in Nigeria, because Nigerian government is built on nepotism, on sentiment, on hypocrisy, and on tyranny, oppression. No, you can only hold people accountable when you are doing the right thing. If you are not doing the right thing, you don't have any justifiable reason to hold others accountable. The seventh point, IPOB should become like the Nigerian Muslims who kill those who speak against Muhammad. No, IPOB should not become like those. There is no sense. It doesn't make any sense that the Nigerian government kill people because those people speak against Muhammad. It doesn't make any sense. And also, it doesn't make any sense that IPOB should be killing people who speak against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or speak against the members of the DOS. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And that is the reason I am a Christian, and that is the reason the Christianity is the champion. The Christianity is the light of the world. I cannot kill anybody, and the Christian do not kill anybody who speaks against Jesus Christ. Because Jesus Christ can always prove himself to be real by his character and by his works, the kind of works and the achievements, the legacy he has left. He has left, which is a consistent, his legacy to humanity. All these things are proof that Jesus Christ is real. So anybody speaking against Jesus Christ is just fooling himself or fooling herself. And that is how we, the Christian, view the person. And we will pray for the person, that the person should come to his right or her right senses and repent, and for the light of the gospel to reflect in the eyes, in the medulla oblongata, and in the spirit of such a person. And that is how life should be. It doesn't make any sense for the Muslims to be killing people who speak against Muhammad. And it is because Islam is a blood-sucking religion, and the God of Islam is a blood-sucking God. It is not the real God. The real God cannot send you to kill anybody who speaks against him. So if you do the same in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or the members of the DOS, it means your life and the project, the reason you are doing this, is being controlled by another blood-sucking demons. Why should you kill people for speaking against Mazi Nnamdi? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has to prove himself. He has to prove himself as a real man. However, I am not encouraging anybody to be insulting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that people will not quote me out of context. I'm not encouraging anybody to be insulting the members of the DOS. But all I am saying is that people may, even by assumption, believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the members of the DOS, are doing it the wrong way. Then, out of whatever ill temper or loss of patience, they begin to insult. But those people should also be disciplined. They should also be disciplined when necessary. And that discipline should only base that when we have discovered that they have been insulting these people without any genuine reason. That is when the discipline will come. Then it is left for us to decide, to design how should we be disciplining these people. But it doesn't make any sense if you killing anybody who speaks against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or members of the DOS. And because if we do it, even God will be against us. God himself will be against us. And God will never be part of any movement who will be killing people for speaking, even if for speaking against whosoever. So it is not a real God that make the Muslims to kill people who speak against Muhammad. And it makes no sense. But it is what they do. And it is because what they believe is based on intimidation, on oppression, on tyranny. So, and that is, we should not emulate evil, but rather we should emulate good things. So, how to curtail is that normally we, the Biafran, should not even embrace the system of Muslims killing people for speaking against whosoever. We should not adopt that system. And that happened in Africa and in Nigeria. It doesn't happen in the Western world because here they established the system of freedom of worship. Freedom of worship. Because in the right sense, the same Muslims who kill those who speak against Muhammad have been speaking against Jesus Christ and nobody touches them. They have been speaking against whosoever others believe, and they speak and they go free. So it doesn't make any sense. Then if we should adopt the system of the Muslims, okay, Darlington also, Christians should kill you if you speak against Jesus Christ. And almost 90% of IPOB members should be killed for speaking against Jesus Christ. How do you see that? Then the 8th point, forget about MNK's shortcoming. No, it doesn't make any sense for us to forget about his shortcomings. That is his weaknesses. No, his weaknesses should be corrected. I don't mean we should insult MNK for his weaknesses. Even when he comes out, first of all, we'll pamper him. We'll pamper him because for whatsoever he has been doing marvelously great. So we'll first of all begin to pamper him. But at the due time, we'll come now before before these things began to happen, we observe that in social places regarding to this, you never get them the right way, the way we see it, and based on the results. So we come to be convinced that what you did so time was not the right thing to do. So we are not trying to bring you down or whatever. So we are just telling you, Mazi, for you to have a consideration to amend. Then why amend? Then I will suggest that this system, these options will be better. And this is what we are aiming with this option. So we are hoping that you have a consideration to it And when you see it, if you see it necessary, then you endorse it so that we will implement it, taking away the former system you have been operating with, which have been backfiring to our movement. This is how to present such a case. It is not about just neglecting it. We are not going to attack Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for any mistake he had made already, but it is about correcting those mistakes, and with respect and with love. The 9th point, I have 10 points at the moment. IPOB must know the real identities and family lineages of every principal officer. It is very, very important. It is very, very important so that people will no longer continue to maneuver using false identity and become untraceable to IPOB. Become untraceable to IPOB, and also the 10 points I will summarize. I will analyze these two together. The 10th point: some principal officers still operating by manipulation and after having been sacked, and still holding IPOB properties. So these are the reasons. It is very, very important that we identify the family background of every person serving in IPOB. Even if it is possible, it should be every person who is a member of IPOB, so that we will know infiltrators. If anybody does anything, whether a principal officer or not, the person will be traceable, and immediately, and the disciplinary measure against such people being implemented to them. So it is very, very important, so that those who are not genuine cannot really be comfortable to stay in IPOB. That is very, very important. Wonderful, Darlington. Thank you for that. So Darlington also made mention. I want to reflect a little. So this is one of the reasons I decided to stay the way I am staying now. It is the issue of principal officers poisoning some other people. It is not only those who are rival to them in the position or in the future whom they presume to be their rivals. Some of the coordinators in IPOB are criminals, and they also try to hurt or kill those who oppose their evil among the executives. Anyone who opposes their evil becomes their target, and these are some of the people they poison. And that is one of the reasons I decided to stay the way I am staying now until Mazen Nnamdi Kanu returns. Then people will report me to him. Then I will also defend myself in his presence. So that is how it will be. So one thing I know is that nobody in IPOB will bring any strong point against me as someone setting the movement back. Rather, I am just taking precaution, and for security purpose. These are the main things I have decided to stay the way I am staying. It is not really for any other things. And by staying like this, I will be able to talk the way I choose to talk, but speaking the truth. It is not about lying against anybody. So let me continue the video. I'll play it like 10 or 11, 12 minutes more.
But I tell you, there are people in that Directorate of State that are just sitting there for the sake of being members of the Directorate of State. Maybe because they are privileged to be abroad. Or we talk about brain, Kaputuche, how just not there. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. When you bring an idea that is going to affect them negatively, not positively, they will attack it. They will attack it. If you were asked all your information that is needed and you refuse to bring it, you are not qualified to handle any position in this struggle. Dear friends, it's not just to talk, it is to talk and to do. We are not here just to talk, now to talk and to do, because people have died, people are in cell, people are in prison. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still suffering, and some people are there messing around, fighting the leadership that is still holding this movement, and some people are looking at them. We are clapping for those who are fighting against the leadership. And you know that if you take away the leadership, the struggle is destroyed. And you want to tell me that we are not supposed to exalt this leadership? We're not supposed to protect it? We're not supposed to make it to be like a kingdom. A kingdom itself, like a palace. If you come to this palace, one day you must come with clean hand and you must obey the rules and regulations, or else you can't enter. That is how and how it should be and what should be done. Don't expect to have free access to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as you used to. There are people that are not qualified physically, mentally, spiritually, and otherwise to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu one-on-one and speak to him, because they are full of evil and lies. They are full of evil and lies and deceit. So when such people is allowed to go close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, two things is involved. It's either they lie themselves into Mazi believing them, and making Mazi to believe them, we endanger the life of those who are truthful. I have seen it happen in this struggle, where people are reporting innocent people to Mazi that have done nothing, reporting them, condemning them, calling them different kind of names, if not for the wisdom that Chukwuka gave Mazi to handle all these cases. Some innocent people would have been tagged what they are not. In my own eyes, that is why Mazi asked one man one day, he came to complain to Mazi. I was not around. Mazi tell them to go and call me. Go and call President. I want him to be here before you start talking. It is now that I'm beginning to understand why Mazi was doing all those things then. Mazi knew that a day like this will come when he will not be outside. When someone that is close to him to differentiate the truth and the lie and give the people the truth on his behalf. The first person came, you want to complain, say, no, hold on. Go and bring President. I was called. He said, yeah, start talking. I was not recording. I don't record nobody. I don't record. Even when you talk to me, if you call me now, I want to talk, I don't record you. And as I don't record you, I believe you are not recording. But any day I found out you are recording me, I stop talking to you forever, because you don't trust yourself. So when the first person was done talking to Mazi, Mazi looked at me and laughed, and I laughed. Then the person was forcing Mazi to pass a judgment in the absence of the person she was complaining about. Mazi said, I cannot pass this judgment. Now, President, take your call and call that coordinator. Let that coordinator come here. Tell that coordinator I want to see him here tomorrow morning. Luckily, the coordinator was around, but not knowing that his issue is being brought to, to the king himself. The person said, I'm around. I came to visit our leader, but I haven't gotten a chance to come inside. Maybe because of the case, I don't know. The person came inside. Mazi said, hey, my brothers, when this woman started speaking, I began to see why Mazi was looking for 100 men. I begin to see the reason why Mazi said, I need 100 men. some of the lies that she say in the absence of this person begin to show before everybody. And when she was done talking, Mazi said, "The talent," and I said, "Sir, did you heard when this woman said that this man did this, did that?" I said, "I heard it. Madam, you didn't say it." She was looking like Mumu. Then the person was talking about before the man opened his mouth. Our leader said, "Listen, you have said so many things in the absence of this person, but you are not able to say it again. But let us hear from this man." The first and second line, the online people say, "Stop talking. Madam, you are an evil woman. I don't want to see you here again. Get out from this place." It's because they have access to Mazi easily. Somebody that is working assiduously, somebody that is putting his money, doing a lot of things, give him to give that shit because he had access to it. It will not happen again. When they hear them, it will not go happen again. This time around, one day before you form as in Namdekano, you will pass through furnace of fire as gold used to pass before it becomes refined. So all of you that is jumping up, hey, if Mazen Namdekano come, I'm going to visit him. The security because we don't trust anybody from this moment. Who I trust? And when we do all these things, it is paving way for Mercy to come out and marshal us into this nation we are fighting for. If Mercy inherits these difficulties, this backbiting, this lying, this that we are seeing right now, if Mercy come out to inherit it again, it's like taking 5 steps forward, 20 steps backwards, and it will not happen. That is why the office of Director of State should be made to be exalted, to be holy, and everybody must go through it if you want to reach to Mercy. It hasn't been done in this level for the first time, but I'm bringing the idea. So if you see it working tomorrow, know that somebody brought the idea. That is why our collective ideas is working. I know many things that I brought up as an idea to Mercy that he implemented, that the whole IPOB worldwide, we are clapping. I am not the only one that this idea that works. There are other people that came to Mercy and brought new good idea that works. And Mercy abide to it, listen to it. That is why the Directorate of State must listen and pay attention to those that they can make use of, extract them, make use of it. Put your house the way it should be. We, the IPOB, we will support and push you up and protect you. So nobody can ever come and speak ill of your office, because that office is what we know today as our seat of power. In case you don't know it today. D.O.S. is the seat of power of this movement. The seat of power of this movement. And you must be powerful. You must make it more powerful than you can ever imagine. This is the message I have for each and every one of you. I'm going to open my line and I will take a few calls. Then I'll close the program. Because as the heart of this platform, aside the talk. My name is Mazo Pele Chukubikema Gobia from Kembo and Abia Fraser from Nini. Ipe Malezo Bakazo, the Mazo Soja, the Mediti, Ferrabalo Sanga, Macrum, and War. Ezo Upon the one at Kefana. To Salamosia, my body way, one Ichel, Nature Chobiki, Nangotake, Kosuedi. Our sister Idara Gold, yes, has been granted there. And I want to say kudos to all the IPOB media warriors, those on the radio and those on the digital, on the visual. Chuko Kabema have heard our prayer, and kudos to the lawyers that have done great job to make sure that this case is argued and she is finally gotten her freedom. Mazi Namdekano is coming out soon, and all Biafrans in every place you call to will come out. Thank you very much. I have the first caller on the line. Caller, welcome to this program.
Yeah, I'm not interested in the interactive system. So to round up, I've played it and you have had it all. So that is just a section of this program about fighting against the internal indiscipline and the corruption in IPOB. Yes, idea is what we need. Good ideas, and that is the reason I do what I do. It is all about bringing the good ideas and the excellent ideas for that matter. So it is about pinpointing where the idea generators go wrong, then pinpointing them, correcting them, bringing the real idea we need. What we need is the idea of justice and equity. It is not the idea of intimidation, of tyranny, of humiliation. It is not of nepotism, hypocrisy, and the sentiment. It is idea of integrity, personal integrity. I will not be fighting or killing those who may insult me. Rather, I will be doing the right thing I should be doing. And they will get tired of insulting me. And if they do not get tired, I will know that they are outrightly anti-progress. But that is not a reason I should begin to try find a means to be killing or beating. Rather, it is all about how I should protect the good work I am doing to achieve the real aim of the work. And this is what IPOB should be doing. Then when these things are done, we identify those, the unreasonable insulters. We identify them, then we know how to deal with them. And that may be we excluding them from functioning, from many things, from many kind of employment. We know that this kind of people cannot function. Even when Biafra comes, we know how to deal with them. We create, I will not conclude on it, we'll create mediums to be handling the anti-party indigenous, the anti-party citizens, how they should be handled when the government is formed. And to be honest with you, the worst governments we have in the world are the governments who do not permit opposition, from the citizen and from whosoever. But the real government permits opposition. They can be opposed, yet they will prove the opposers wrong with their good works. These are the things we need. It is not the kind of the ancient and long-lasted African system of governance whereby the leaders are made to be demigods. Even when they do the wrong, nobody should oppose them. And if anybody they ask them question or oppose them, then the person will be beaten, injured, or killed. So it is what we are fighting against, and there is no reason to support that. May God bless you for listening. The program has just come to an end. I remain your serviceable servant, evangelist INDISCIPLINE, until I come your way once again.